All right, well, you found your way into my kitchen, which means you found your way into Hawaiian chicken. It's a little poem. I didn't know I had that in me. Anyway, I want to tell you a little bit of a history about the Hawaiian chicken. Years ago, 100 years ago, when I was first married, I couldn't cook. Nothing. Nothing. I could do nothing. I could scarcely boil water. I happened to run across this recipe, and it was so easy. It presented so beautifully. It became my signature dish. And whenever I was having company, especially for the first time, I would make this. It kind of made me look like a hero, and yet it was so simple. There's no way you can go wrong on it. So basically what I'm doing is I'm fixing 2 chicken breasts, and these are skinless, boneless, and I'm going to season them with just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of garlic salt or garlic powder, and a little bit of onion powder. Nice combinations there. Just a little bit of that, okay? Then I want a little bit of oil on it because that just helps maintain moisture in that chicken. So I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of oil on them. They're going to bake at 350 for 40 minutes or until they reach the internal temperature of 165. You do want to be careful on chicken. You do want to hit that 165 because that's where it's really safe. So I'm going to pop this in the oven, and then I'm going to show you how to make the amazing sauce that goes over it. It's so simple. All right, so while our chicken is in the oven and it's just roasting nice and slow, we're going to make the sauce, and it's a really easy sauce to make. It's very, very simple. You want 1 cup of brown sugar, and you know brown sugar, we always pack it, okay? So you want 1 cup of that. Then we are looking at soy sauce, and you want 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. This is a 2 tablespoon measure. And we want 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Now I've got it in here because this came off of our tree. So it has some pulp and it has some fabulous flavor. And then we want to have the juice of 1 can, and this is a 20-ounce can of pineapple slices. So just the juice of that. Okay? Now, if I'm using pineapple slices, why in the world do you have a pineapple here? Because I think that the flavor of the fresh pineapple is so much better than it is, you know, in just the canned pineapple. Now, the canned pineapple I will use, what I end up doing with that is I'll use it for smoothies, or if I'm making, like, I make a really good fruit salad, and that kind of goes in it with some whipping cream and some stuff. It's delicious. Anyway, I think that this is really, really good. So what I'm going to do is just cut it, and then I will slice it. Now, if you want to know if you're getting a good pineapple, now see, we know that's a good pineapple, but you can't do that in the store. So what you do is you pull a leaf off, and if it comes off like that, you know it's right. I was at a store this morning to buy pineapple, and I pulled and pulled and pulled on about 8 of them. I couldn't pull it out, so I left that store and I went to another store and got one that I knew was ripe. Now, I have only seen this 1 time in the grocery stores, and it was a golden pineapple. And I thought, what's a golden pineapple? I'd never heard of it. Well, it was $1 more than the other pineapples, but I thought, well, if I haven't tried it, let me give it a try. If you ever have a chance to get a golden pineapple, get it. Now, I've never seen it in the store since then, but it was the sweetest pineapple I have ever tasted, and it was so sweet you could even eat the core. It was incredible, but not readily available. So I don't know if you're going to find it, because I haven't found it. All right, so what we're going to do with this is just get it. Let me get those chunks out of there. This smells really good. Just do that. Whoop. Got to get that bottom off. There. And now I'm going to just cut this into chunks. This, if this is not an easy option for you, go ahead and use the pineapple slices. I mean, it's going to be good either way. It's just that this really takes it from good to absolutely excellent. So now, do you see how easy that is to do? There's a pineapple slicer that I have looked at where you push it down and then you twist it and pull it out. I can only imagine how difficult that must be. I can't imagine the strength of pushing that down, twisting it and getting it out, so I just kind of piece it off this way. So I'm not going to use the whole pineapple on here. I'm just going to use sections of it. But you are going to be surprised at how beautiful this is. Now what we're going to do is take our mixture here. I'm going to whisk it because I want to make sure it's all incorporated in there. And then as soon as that gets a little bit warm, then I'm going to make a slurry out of it because we need to thicken it. And that's going to be a cornstarch slurry, which I will come back in a few minutes and I will show you. So let me just get this started. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a slurry because we need to thicken what is on the stove. So we want 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, just like that. And then we're going to come to the stove, and what we're going to do is get a little whisk here. This is getting warm. This is a dinner that you guys can make, honestly, and you can make it in the morning and then just heat it. It's so easy to do if you're having company. It's something that you can make while your company is there because it really doesn't take you away very, very much from them, and that is absolutely delicious. All right, so you get it a little bit warmer here. Really, really good. So this Hawaiian chicken and jasmine rice with a vegetable and the sauce it's a beautiful presentation, but it's really an excellent, excellent dinner. All right, so I'm going to take a little bit of the hot liquid. I'm going to put it in to the cornstarch. You want to be sure to do this. Do not throw the cornstarch in your mixture. You have to temper it, which is what we're doing right now. Those little chunks in there are going to come out. We don't want them in our sauce. But if you throw the cornstarch in, you won't be able to control it. All right. Now that's going in. Now this is going to just cook like this at a medium temperature until it thickens. And once it thickens, I'm going to shut it off and I won't turn it back on until I'm ready to warm it and serve it. And that's going to be probably another 30 minutes from now. So I will come back. All right, well this just cooked for about 3 minutes, but I want you to take a look at the consistency. Can you see that? It's just syrupy, it's just nice. I don't want it to cook any more than that. So what I've done is I've turned it off and I'm just gonna let it sit here until the chicken is done. And then what we will do is I'll add the pineapple chunks to this. So even though this is a little bit thicker than I would want it to be, when you add the pineapple chunks, there's a bit of moisture that's going to go into that, so it'll loosen it up just a little bit more, and then we'll be finished. But honestly, pay attention to this. It took us 2 minutes to prepare that chicken. It took us about 5 minutes to do this. If you open a can and you don't do the pineapple, that took about 20 seconds, and the dinner is complete. So to be able to have something that you can put together that quickly and to have it turn out, as you will see shortly, exquisite, it's a wonderful thing to have. So I will be back when we're ready to plate it. Well, we're complete with our Hawaiian chicken. And the chicken cooked about 45 minutes and it was at 165. This is jasmine rice, which I love doing because the fragrance goes through the whole house. And then I steamed some broccoli. Now what I did was I took the sauce that we had made, and then I took the chunks of pineapple, the fresh pineapple that we cut, and I just got it all warm, and just poured it over the top. I think that this is a beautiful presentation. I really do. It's flavorful, it's delicious, it's nutritious, and I've really never served this to anyone that was not 100% happy with it. So I think it's really a good one to just enjoy. So with that being said, I'm going to leave the instructions below. Subscribe, come back, give us a thumbs up, and I love comments from you. So let me know how it worked out for you, or if you have any variations. I would love to hear that as well. So enjoy. Bon appetit.